How you doing, everybody?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Cold Chat. It's a hot day. It's Thursday.
It's actually quite cold.
It's Thursday or Friday today?
Friday.
Friday,
bro.
yes.
Friday.
It's hot, fam. It's one of the hottest days of the year. Boiling. We have to deal with nonsense going on right now.
Let's not, please.
Certain people
let's
don't
not,
have their
if I
microphones
go
on.
mad, I'm gonna go mad. I'm walking out this podcast. I swear to God, fam. I will actually walk out, fam.
Do you want to?
I just say it's key. If you're doing a podcast with your microphone on, it's basic.
Shut up,
It's
man.
basic
Because I
stuff.
swear down, bro. I'll bang
Basic
you in your
stuff.
face, bro.
Basic
You know,
stuff
no,
outside.
I'll bang you in your
Welcome back, you guys.
Anyways, we have a special guest with us today.
Mr.
on,
Eugene,
guys.
Mr. Eugene Clarkey.
Yeah, filling in for Connor because
Who's that?
he's Connor.
Why are you?
Who's that?
Oh,
Who's that
man,
again?
you lot are just trying to vex
Well,
me.
I'm so confused.
But you know the other light skinned guy that was with you in like the first couple of videos.
Lee.
No, this is Lee, bro.
That made my belly tickle a little bit.
No, this is Lee.
He said the other light skin.
I'm talking about the light skin one that was with you, bro. You know his name. He
I've
literally.
been glowing recently. I'm
I
not gonna lie,
have
bro.
no
So-
idea. No idea. Nothing's come to mind.
Anyways, we have the great Eugene Clark with us today.
guys.
All right, Eugene, can you tell us a bit about yourself, fam? Tell us.
I'm currently making business websites for people freelancing.
Interesting.
Just finished uni. Currently a graduate in computer science. Get
Hey,
me.
one time for the graduation.
Hey.
One time for the graduation. One time for the graduation.
But yeah, man, guys, pleasure to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Wicked.
No problem. All right, so Chris, what's the topic for today? What are we saying?
Everyone has their own topic today.
Yeah, I know. So let's start with your one.
What's your one? I think we should start with youngest first.
Nah, I think we should start with the
So
oldest
me.
first. Let's go. Chris, what is your topic for today?
I just need to get off my phone, so I think we can start with someone else. And then we can
Okay, so
reflect.
I have a topic for today. Black-owned businesses.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good
What we
topic to
saying?
talk about.
That's cool.
Since the Black Lives Matter movement's been going forward,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the surgence of a lot of people starting their own black-owned businesses?
That's
One
good.
being Eugene Clark is starting to
Yes.
do his
Hey,
businesses
I
and
heard
make
of,
it
wait, no.
websites, and,
I
I feel very.
heard of a top
very
media
honoured.
company called Out of the Box, you know.
Hey, watch.
I heard I haven't even got business cards.
Drip
I
feeding,
haven't
drip
even
feeding.
heard I got
People
business.
don't know about that yet, fam. People don't know about that one. That's drip
No,
feeding.
but the
there.
thing is, you guys, that there has been a lot of kind of, especially with the Black Lives Matter thing, there's been quite a lot of protests. Well, I don't say protests. What would be the right words?
What have been protests? That's the right word. We've been protests.
Movement.
A lot of movement, a lot of positivity being talked about and stuff like that. That's nice. But yeah, black-owned businesses. Because traditionally, if you look at black-owned businesses, you normally if we talk about the past, let's say from 2010 before, if someone said a black-owned business, I would automatically think of a food or restaurant or
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, you've got a
Very
point
like
there.
a grocery
catering.
yeah,
company.
catering. That's what I normally think. More food-wise rather than for example, clothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Very true.
you know what I'm saying. That's what I'd automatically think of. But I'd say people need to branch out in their ideas. Obviously, we're from St. London.
Oh yeah, Reese. Yeah, big up Reese, your boy, man, from St. London, man. That's the
Obviously,
guy, bruv.
That's what I'm saying. But
If you
now
want
we're
some
thinking
good
about clothing.
quality garms, bruv, go straight to him, bruv. Type in St. London and check him out, man. That's my guy, bruv.
And the thing is, there's so many really, really good black-owned businesses out there, some of which aren't even in the public domain that we don't know about as yet. I think there's certain websites that are out there that kind of are advertising this. I think before, one main positive thing about this is we're getting to hear a lot about kind of more businesses that were kind of out there. And as you guys said before, when you guys think of black-owned businesses, you'd always think of them as, like the stereotypical food or catering.
Yeah.
But there's so many different kinds of one, from clothing to technology to websites to
You're an example. You're a charity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're an example.
know what I
charity
mean?
leaders, definitely.
Yeah, man, that's good. You know, I actually thought you were going to say something mad, you know, but you actually said something good for once, bro.
So what's that? I didn't hear you.
I thought you was going to say something mad that just start to get onto me or something like that. We actually said something decent.
To be honest with you, thank you for mentioning that. On that point, there are some businesses that do need to have certain things like websites or business cards.
That you don't have.
I got a website.
That you was about to ask me to make for you.
Anyway, so what you saying?
Still.
So yeah, what you guys saying about that? Also, what do you guys think about this whole kind of Black Lives Matter thing that's going on right now?
I think it's amazing.
I think it's amazing.
This is something that should have been done from years ago, though.
True,
In my
but
opinion.
I would say the difference between now and before, like other protests, there's a lot of non-black people involved in this, and ultimately they're the people that need to make the change. At the end of the
Exactly.
day. You know what I mean? There's only so much we can say, and they're gonna listen to you. So that's why I feel really positive.
It's
about
not
this
just
one.
that for us as a community ourselves, we need to be able to like support each other.
Yeah,
'Cause there's always that stigma with like, black people don't support each other, or it's because we don't want to. We'd rather pay for another ethnicity colors. I don't know, their services instead of black. It's this mad stigma that's been going on for generations and generations now.
But also,
Like it's just.
are the same black businesses up there. There's a lot of people doing great stuff, yeah. So don't feel like it's a free pass. You need to be doing greatness as well. It's supposed to be lifting up everybody, lifting up ourselves. So just if your business flops, I don't want to hear ours because black people weren't supporting me. Because ultimately, a majority of the country we're living in, we're in the UK, are white. So if your product is better, if you provide a better service, people will come black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. So at the same time, obviously, yes, we need to be lifting up black excellence and supporting black businesses, but that's not a free pass to say, okay, my service can be mediocre. Because you know what that is? That's the 99%, that's not the 1%. We're trying to be the 1% in it and try to be better. So obviously, let's elevate what we're doing in it.
I agree.
Let's praise what we're doing. Let's support what other people are doing.
There's certain, I know there's something going on like Instagram. I got sent it once that like companies are giving money to black-owned businesses as well, part of the movement or something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember what exactly it is. I have to pull it up, but yeah, it was mad. Like this movement's like really, really, really pushed on. I feel like it's pushed on, exceeded my expectations, but I feel like the longevity of it still needs to go on for, you know what I mean? Because
Just keep going.
because
Keep
people,
coming.
it will make an uproar for now, and then it will slowly die down. You know what I mean? When football's back, basketball's going to be back. So there's a lot
Right
of
now,
things. Lockdown's
yeah.
going to end soon because like lockdown helped the situation because there was nothing actually really to talk about only but COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like now that there was something different that happened, unfortunately what happened with George Floyd in America, caused the uproar over there, over here now, around the world. So what we have to do now to make sure to preserve it is to make sure that we keep on pushing this movement forward and keep on making content, putting content out there that does support the Black Lives Matter movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what will keep it alive, and then the next generation can take it up, and then they'll be better than us, and you get
Just keep it
so
going,
on and
innit?
so on and
Keep
so on.
it
You have to
going.
keep it spiraling and moving forward. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like one of those movements.
10 more
that's
years,
there.
we'll be sitting down here and then thinking of the same thing, like, wow, why are we going over this again?
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
This happened like 10 years ago. I don't want to be doing that.
Exactly, and then it's people's got that mentality now, like, oh, this is normal. It shouldn't be normal. You know what I mean?
And I do agree, and I think it's like being out there and continuing to do stuff, but continue to do it in a peaceful way, non-violent, non-nothing else, that's kind of peacefully having your voice, protesting and doing what you need to do, but in a peaceful and democratic way. Democratic way.
Democratic.
Yeah.
Democratic way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, cause up no trouble. Don't cause up any trouble because you make everyone else look bad. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to
Trust
drill
me.
nobody out. Brixton. I'm not going to
Yeah,
drill
Brixton. Lee, do you want to talk about that?
Brixton.
Lee,
I'm not going to call nobody out.
Brixton.
But people need to calm
People in
down.
Brixton.
I need to not
These
make
are-
people look bad. Because right now,
Right now, they made the whole black community in London look bad.
Oh no!
Bad.
Why? What's
I
going
wouldn't
on?
say that.
Like,
Well,
guys,
I would,
wait,
but I
look-
wouldn't.
It looked bad.
Bad. It looked bad.
Especially after the whole Black Lives Matter movement was going on and everything, and now you're seeing young black kids running off police officers out of the area. Like, what's going on? They're mashing up police cars. Like, it's not right. Like, it's like you're taking a step back instead of taking a step forward. You know what I'm trying to say?
And the worst thing about it is, if you look around, I saw like today, people are still cleaning up.
Exactly.
And who's the people cleaning up? Those are your mums,
That's
your
your
aunties,
mums and dads,
your
aunties.
uncles, your
Exactly.
kids, your nephews are all cleaning up the mess now that you lot made. So at the same time, I could get being angry. There's one thing to go to a peaceful protest, innit? Because everyone saw what happened in central London. People were protesting peacefully and then it got out of hand. You're on.
I heard it wasn't that bad as people make it
No,
out
it
to
wasn't.
be, because it literally, apparently it sparked off through a person that's not even a part of the movement or something like that, and it was only a minor little bit of chaos, and then compared to like what happened the other day,
Yeah.
my man did.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Man, like rocking up like this, you know. Man, like, you must have. Man, like rocking up like this, bruv. I'm like, rah.
That's true.
These
But this is what I'm saying. The
idiot
media right
man.
now, looking for any excuse to
Them
make
idiot
people
man,
look
yeah.
bad. So
Them idiot man were just rocking up to the police differently. Them hooligans, bruv.
them hooligans.
You know what I
fam.
mean? And then the Black Lives Matter movement, we try and keep it as peaceful as possible, and yet still, those that are against the movement are the ones that are really causing the problems.
Listen, they
This
have
is what the
no
way.
beef,
This is
but
like, come on, man. You know what I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to say, yeah? It's all well and good to protest. Just try and keep it peaceful, innit? Just keep it peaceful. I get it. Sometimes police push their boundaries and that. But
Yeah,
like,
of course. They defo do. And
running
I
feds
get the
out the end,
frustration
they-
as well.
Yeah, no, running the feds out the end don't exactly make us look the best. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, but you know what I mean? I understand there's both sides to the story, innit? It's not just a one-sided thing. But obviously, mashing up police cars and all of that don't look the best. So let's try and
Nah,
keep
it's
it
not a
peaceful.
good look, man. It's not a good look. That's not how you win.
Especially when
the
we're trying to
battles,
make
bruv.
progress and we're actually making progress. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, talking about Netflix series with the Black Lives Matters movement. Obviously, I was watching The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. Really good. Really good.
Did
10
you
episodes.
just finish it?
Yeah, I finished it yesterday.
Listen. It was hard, didn't it?
It was hard. It was hard.
It was hard.
But moreover than that, going beyond that, I was talking about all the Black Lives Matter movement and comparing what MJ was doing in terms of not really talking about social
Politics,
issues
yeah.
and what LeBron James does, which is openly talks about social issues.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was discussing it with my mum because my mum was very much like, yeah, MJ had an opportunity to talk about that X, Y, and Z. And then me and my cousin, hey, shout out to my cousin Corey, me and my cousin was like, but that's his choice to make. I don't think it was a good choice, but he has the right to stay out of it and earn his money and do what he's doing with charities or whatever and just not talk about the social issue, you know what I mean? So what's your thoughts on that? What do you think he should have done? Should he have done the LeBron thing or should he just been like MJ? Because I think people, they don't really talk about, and I didn't really realize the impact MJ had on the world, like how famous he was.
Mm-hmm.
And I deeped on the final episode where there was a woman talking about like media. He did it with no social media, no way to contact other people, like not really any internet when he was famous, or the internet they had was limited. So it's not like now where you just go on YouTube and you can see like a person across the world. You know what I mean? So his fame was real A-lister fame.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was as big as any movie star across the world
Or artist.
or artist. You know what I mean? So it's like he had a platform in order to shape the world realistically, which is his voice. He got to a point where he was more famous than arguably any other black man on the planet. So the fact that he didn't use his voice to speak up about things, a lot of people are like angry about that. How do you feel about that, Gio?
I don't know. It's a sticky one. No one's there. Like, I understand why he didn't speak out, but also like why black people would have wanted him to speak out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally just like he just wanted to play basketball at the end of the day. he didn't really want to shed light. And that's where it kind of went wrong in a sense, because he didn't want to put light on social issues that was going. But I felt like they were pushing him to do something he didn't want to do. And it wasn't simply because he's taking a white man's money. It's nothing to do with that. He just wanted to play basketball and he just wanted to win. You know what I mean? But then you can also fight against it and say, well, that's a bit selfish. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause at the end of the day, our struggle is shared. You know what I mean? It's a shared struggle. So if you see someone that's in a prominent position that they're in and they have that platform to speak out against those issues, especially back in those days when it was way more like in your face back then, you know what I mean? I felt he could have said at least something. Although he did specifically say, I just want to play basketball, I don't really want to get into politics and stuff like that. That's understandable, but I felt like he could have said something at the end of the day. Because like, look at LeBron. LeBron's even said it, the comments he made, he even said it, that he's actually taken that responsibility and put it on his shoulder because he is one of the best athletes out there in terms of like, you know what I mean?
And arguably in a time when there's way more athletes out there of prominence, like media-wise, that are talking on it, actually.
Yeah.
Don't say could be, they are. But there's way more. Back then, it was much harder to be like, you would know MJ, but you wouldn't necessarily know like name another black basketball player, Pippen.
Michael Jackson.
What's the What's your thoughts on the EG, fam?
To be honest, like I understand where he's coming from. Like he literally just wanted to play basketball.
Yeah.
However, there is some part of me where I kind of feel like yes, he should have spoke out a little bit about the situation. As a black man, and as everyone shares, as Gio said, we all share the struggle. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But at the same time, because it was back then, I do kind of feel like to be able to get to that type of fame, I kind of feel like if he was to speak out, he was worried about hindering his fame, if you get what I'm trying to say. Cause,
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
There's more. You could say that there's fear, although he never said it himself. You could say there was probably a little bit of fear them times.
Yeah.
Because it's back then it wasn't as common.
Yeah, it wasn't easy to speak out.
It wasn't as common to speak out, especially compared to now. So like you could say like you could argue for that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But being in that position, having the power you do have, I felt like he could have said at least something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in my opinion, it just felt like, obviously, I'm on the side that it's his choice. It's going to be his choice, right? But I feel like the platform that he had was a bit wasted.
Exactly. I do think sometimes people, yes, they love the sport and they want to play the sport, and sometimes people are thrusted into the limelight because of their abilities and because of what they do. They have kind of got a bigger voice and represent a lot of people, and I think sometimes it's how they choose to represent their fans and people that they support that helps make them and helps spread light on issues that people might not know about otherwise.
Yeah, literally.
No, okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you guys for watching, and good
no,
night.
wait, hold up a second. Where's your topic, rude boy?
Thank you for watching, you guys.
Where's your topic, rude boy?
Okay, I've got my topic.
What's your topic?
I just don't know if you're ready for it.
Okay,
yet.
I'm ready.
Well, how much minutes do we got on the recording?
Wait, I'm going to restart the recording,
Yeah,
actually.
restart the recording.
We've got 8 minutes.
All right, restart it. And
Okay,
then we can
restart
go
it.
to your one.
Go on, then just restart.
Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe, and good night.
We are Project Code, we're here for the nation. No delegation, we do this ourselves. One for the community.